You're lifting, you're walking, you're chasing strength, health, longevity. You track your protein, you push your limits, you stretch, sleep, and show up. But there's something you're not training, something that decides whether the muscles you're working so hard to build can even do their job. Not the biceps, not the glutes, not the quads, the wiring. Inside your body is a hidden system. You don't see it in the mirror. You don't feel the burn after a hard set, but it controls everything from your fastest sprint to your most basic step. It's called your neurological system. It's at the center of this is what's called your motor unit. A motor unit is one motor neuron, a nerve cell, and every muscle fiber it controls. Think of a motor neuron like a power cable. It connects your brain to your muscle fibers. When it's on, they fire. When it's off, they go dark. And when that motor neuron dies, the entire fiber group it controls dies with it. That's what you gotta understand. Let's meet Sam. Sam's 52 years old, still hits the gym 3 times a week, does leg day, eats well, keeps the scale in check, all good. But lately something feels off. He's tripping over curbs, getting winded on stairs, not feeling as snappy out of his squat. He used to spring out of his chair. Now he feels like he needs a bigger push. His doctor shrugs it off and says, don't worry about it, tells him it's just age. But no one's explaining what's actually happening. Because by your 40s, the neurons that control your fast twitch fibers, the ones that power speed, balance, and quick response, start to die off. You lose those fibers 3 times faster than slow twitch fibers. 3 times. It's not just age, it's loss of a signal. By your 60s, you could lose up to 50% of these motor neurons, unless you're actively working to preserve them. Sam isn't getting slower because he stopped lifting. He's getting slower because the wiring that tells his muscles to react is fading because it's rarely, if ever, being used. Your muscles are like machines, but machines don't move without a command. That command starts in the brain. It travels down the spinal cord into the motor neuron and out to the fibers. Each motor neuron connects to a cluster of fibers. Together they form a motor unit. Smaller motor units give the precise control, like writing or blinking or playing an instrument. Larger ones are built for strength and speed, like jumping and sprinting and lifting up off the floor. When you move, your body recruits motor units based on demand. Light tasks recruit small ones. Heavy, fast, or reactive movements require bigger motor units. But here's the key. When the motor neuron is gone, the entire chain is broken. There's no backup. You can't contract what isn't connected. And this breakdown doesn't feel like a heart attack. It doesn't make a noise. It's just gone. We blame age for slower reactions and shakier steps or weaker legs. But what's really happening is neural attrition. So starting in your 40s, motor units start to die. Fast twitch fibers lose their connection. If no neighboring neuron steps in to adapt those fibers, they shrink, they atrophy, and yeah, they disappear. This process is called denervation. It's quiet, but it is at the root of falls, it's at the root of frailty, it is at the root of loss of independence that everyone complains about because of age. It's not because you lost muscle, but because your muscle can no longer be activated. And here's the tough part. Once the connection is gone, you can't get it back. You're not just losing muscle size, you're losing the ability to use what you have left. Now let's say your nutrition is dialed in. You're eating clean, staying hydrated, nailing your macros. That's great. You're fueling your vascular system. You're nourishing the tissue. But muscle needs more than blood. It needs electricity. That electricity is the neural signal. It's what fires the muscle. You can have perfect blood flow and still lose your ability to move well. It's like pouring gas into a car that has no spark plugs. You've got fuel, but no ignition. And most fitness routines focus on the fuel, not the spark. And that's what most people miss. If you want to stay strong for life, you need to keep that ignition system alive. Let's go back to Sam. He's still lifting, still showing up, but his nervous system isn't being challenged. His balance is worse, his stride is shorter, his step is slower. He's blaming it all on age. The muscle is there, but the signal is not. You trip on the stair. Your brain sends an instant command, catch yourself. If your motor units are healthy, you respond, you stabilize, no big deal. If they're degraded, the signal arrives too late or not at all, and you fall. That moment isn't about strength, it isn't about getting old, it's about wiring. So what can you do? You can't regrow lost motor neurons, but you can protect the ones that you have. And this is big. you can re-engage the ones you're not using. This is where your training needs to shift. You need to train for power, not just for how heavy you lift, but how fast you move. To preserve your motor units, your nervous system needs inputs that demand speed, force, and coordination. Even reaction, really. Give me an example. This is what it looks like. Sprints, even 10-second uphill bursts of sprinting. Genius. Walk-run intervals. Short hill climbs, great. Explosive resistance, med ball slams or kettle swings or sled pulls. Plyometrics, like jump squats, lateral bounds, and one of my favorite Bosu hops, single leg Bosu hops. Agility drills, ladder footwork, directional changes, single leg balance under motion, Olympic lift regressions, clean pulls, high pulls, press pushes, fast, sharp intent, not just load. Even basic movements like getting out of a chair quickly, step-ups with pace, or power stands from the floor can switch those motor units on and ask them to be recruited. This is for everyone. You don't need to be an athlete. You just need to move with purpose and acceleration so that your body knows we still need you. It's not just about movement, it's about signaling. It's about commanding the body to react and preserving the ability to do that for decades to come. At Mindster, we're not here to just build stronger bodies. We're here to preserve your ability to move, respond, and live fully with systems that support that. So what are they? Well, emotional resilience, daily structure, recovery and sleep, and yes, neural vitality. Because strength isn't about mass, it's about reaction. It's about control. It's about speed and precision. 6 months into this new training approach, Sam's routine looks completely different. He's sending different signals to his body. Still lifts, still eats well, still shows up, but now he's doing 30-second hill sprints twice a week, activating the motor neuron units and his fast twitch muscles. Doing med ball slams before squats, fast step-ups with a loaded vest, single leg work on unstable surfaces like Bosu hops, jump rope, lateral shuffles, quick changes in direction. He's training with intention. He's not chasing the pump. He's chasing the signal. And the results are undeniable. He feels quicker. He knows that he's more reactive, more alive. His balance, solid and improving. His movement, sharp. Confidence, higher and higher. Signal he's sending to his body, I still need you. Stay with me. While his friends are struggling to get off of chairs and to catch themselves when they fall on a curb, Sam isn't even thinking about falling anymore because his nervous system is trained to fire. His fast twitch fibers are active, and he's still recruiting the motor units that others have already lost. Muscles matter. Nutrition matters. But the wiring matters as well, and no one talks about it. Your motor units are your power source. Lose them, and you lose access to speed, coordination, and control. Tired of hearing about falling? Train your nervous system. Don't let your fast twitch fibers disappear, and you won't need to worry about falling. Preserve your wiring, and you stay responsive, agile, and resilient. Train for more than mass. Train for intention. Train to stay wired. Because strength isn't just built, it's connected. And you still have time to keep the signal alive. It'll change everything in the next 2 decades. Mindset doesn't shift by accident. It takes repetition, exposure, and the right voices in your feed. Subscribe, drop a comment, and stay connected.